One of the Home Depot employees was going around at some point during the day and just cleaning up a little bit and picks up an envelope, thought it was just an empty, discarded trash kind of an envelope. And when he picked it up, had a little weight to it. So he opens it up, $700.
Oh, nice.
$700.
What did he do with it?
He took it straight to the manager
Good
and
for
said,
him.
I found this. There was no indication as to who it belonged to, nothing. So they put it in the safe and they waited, and nobody ever claimed it. Finally, the manager said, okay, I'm going to take this a step farther. I'm not just going to leave it in the safe and let it kind of go to waste. So she takes it and puts it on her social media, and they track it down. They tracked down who it belonged to. When she posted it, she didn't say what the envelope looked like.
Okay.
She didn't say how much was in it. And so they had to describe, exactly
the envelope,
what the envelope
and how
was.
much cash is on the inside.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
So
because I was thinking at first, hey, anybody lose $700 in an envelope at the Home Depot?
No, I was in
I
Home
did.
Depot. Right. I was in Home Depot and I lost $700. That's mine.
Here's this dude. He decides, I'm going to run a 10K, and I'm going to have my kids in a stroller. 4 kids.
Oh, my goodness.
In a stroller. And the stroller's not like side by side. They're all in front of each other.
That is so weird. That's got to be customized.
And got a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and 2 10-month-olds. So they must be twins.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
So he's pushing them in a stroller. He goes so fast with this that he broke a world record.
Is it a world record for guy
Pushing a stroller.
Okay, guy runs pushing a stroller.
Yeah,
okay.
guy did it in 48 minutes and a second.
40. How long was it?
10K. We're talking 6 miles, 6.2 miles.
And 45. Oh my
Yeah, man.
goodness. You know what I am grateful for?
What's that?
Nobody needed a diaper change.
Well, maybe they did.
He waited 45 minutes to change it. I love Converse tennis shoes so much.
You do?
I do.
I had no idea Liz liked Converse.
I do. Like 5 pair of Converse I have.
I don't think I've seen you wear them.
Really? I have some pink sparkly ones, and then I have the original.
I'm colorblind.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know those pink sparkly things I wear? No.
And the original All-Stars, they're cool. Okay, they came out with a pair that I'm like, I am jonesing for. Like, I would love to have a pair of these. They're made from crushed velvet.
Why would you want to wear a broken pair of Converse?
Oh, no, crushed velvet. I don't know why it's called crushed velvet. I have no idea. But it's velvet. Just say velvet, I guess.
Thank you.
They're beautiful. And I like the fact that they used recycled velvet, crushed velvet.
So why would they crush the velvet?
I don't know.
Do they look wrinkly? I mean,
No, so
that?
I think crushed velvet, I don't know this for sure, is more like a short pile velvet instead of long velvet.
You know, it's nice to have a really nice delivery guy. And this kind of proves that there's decent people really in this world. I love what this young lady calls this gentleman. His name is Dave. Mm-hmm. He's simply known as Domino's Dave.
She gets to know him pretty well, huh?
Yeah. And the thing about Domino's Dave, and she says on her TikTok, she really doesn't get pizza that much, maybe every 4 months, but it's always the same guy that comes out. And every time he comes out, he does something special for her dog.
So I would sign for my pizza, and then he would give my dog a treat and scratch her belly. The last time he was here, she was wearing a little cone because she had just gotten some cancer removed from her belly. And he was so happy for her. He stayed for like 5 minutes just giving her so many pets. And today when he shows up with a dog treat, I have to tell him that she's not here. And I'm not ready to do that. I was not prepared for this part of losing my dog.
To tell Domino's Dave. Because he remembers the dog, and he always brought treats, and he was ready with a treat for her dog. So she winds up telling him, and then something happens. He sees there's a cat that's there.
He carries cat treats, too. I hope Domino's Dave has the best day ever every single day.
How sweet.
Look at that.
And how she recognizes that in Domino's Dave.
But it made such an impact in her life, honestly, right when she needed it, dealing with the loss of her pup, going through everything that they went through. And here's this unexpected, just little sort of hug, from the pizza delivery guy.
Domino's Dave, who does the simplest thing, brings dog treats and cat treats, and makes a difference in lives. So Ken had an epic year at his company. He's the CEO of Citadel, and they made like over 36 billion bucks.
Yeah, they did.
Man, so he's like, I appreciate everybody that works for me. Everybody's going to Disney for 3 days.
Yes, and their families.
Everybody that works for him goes to Disney for 3 days. And like Liz said, their families.
Their whole families. And there are not just like 100 employees. There's not even just 1,000 employees. It's like 10,000. And they're from all over the world. So you might have somebody that's from Florida. You might have somebody that's from Zurich. You might have somebody from Brazil. And he flew them all there.
Costing him 10 grand.
I mean.
To do the whole thing.
Yeah.
And not only, he's not like putting them at a Motel 6 up the road from the Magic Kingdom.
No.
He's putting them at a resort. The whole thing.
Yeah, and paying for the food. And
wow, the whole meal plan. How nice is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little cray-cray, but how awesome that he sees without those employees and their families supporting, they wouldn't have had the record year that they've been able to have. So he's very appreciative.
Yeah, and what a gift. For real, they hand out licenses for this. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio.
Yeah, and Madeline wanted to have one. She was trying to be proactive. She was like, okay, I haven't gotten this yet, but I want to make sure I have a license for when I do. And so she wrote to the Los Angeles County Animal Care, and she said, Dear LA County, I would like your approval if I can have a unicorn in my backyard, if I can find one. I need you to please send me a letter in response. And they did. And they gave her a license.
Very nice. How old is she?
She's like 9 years old.
9 years old.
9 years old.
Wants a unicorn, now has a license to own one. Nice.
But I love that they sent her, okay, here's what they did. They not only sent her a letter and says yes, and even a certificate, like an actual license to own a unicorn when and if you find one. And they also sent her a stuffy that had a little tag on it that said unicorn license. So
Get
I
out.
love that they did this.
Like a dog tag?
Like a dog tag that's supposed to go when she finds the unicorn. She puts a collar on it so she can keep it in her backyard. And but I do like the fact that she really thought this through. She's like, okay, they may not allow me to keep one, but if I find one, I need to make sure that it can stay here.
She's covered.
She got her license. Sometimes she's doing better than I am on things.
I don't know if you heard about these 13 people. Their flight is canceled in Orlando. Just canceled. So these 13 people thought, hey, don't know each other. Let's get in a van and go to our final destination in Knoxville, Tennessee, 10 hours away.
Well, the good thing is they were all headed in the same direction. Didn't like have a connecting flight, I guess, in Knoxville or anything. And so, yeah, it's very much like the scene out of Home Alone, where the mom is trying to get home to Kevin and the polka band is in the airport.
Only they weren't in the back of a U-Haul truck.
No, they rented a van, but it's still
one of these big 13-passenger vans.
But nobody knew each other. I personally don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I would fear for my safety or not.
I don't know. You're
Sounds like
sitting in an
fun, though.
airplane with these people.
I guess, but there's also an air marshal there. There's not a van marshal, although he could have been one of the people. What?
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But they got together. They didn't know each other. Now they're like besties after that 10-hour trip.
I know you get to know somebody, first of all, when you're traveling. You get to know their routines. And so, 10 hours together, they are making plans now to meet up after Christmas.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I think they're going bowling or something like that. So it's cool that they're doing something.
I've had travel
fun.
plans kind of, get thwarted. Like I had a weird connection. I was going to Arizona out to Matmar. And this is from here to Arizona. They routed us through Detroit.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's
and
a
then
weird
my my airplane had an engine malfunction, and so I had to stay overnight in Detroit at a hotel.
Did they put you up?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah. Not a lot. They go, here you go to your hotel. We'll give you a ride there, and you get $5 stipend to eat.
$5. And that
What am I going to
Detroit-
get for $5?
That Detroit accent you got, you nailed it.
Oh, you know it.